So arm variations, and these are just some simple ones, but there's benefits to each one.
Pendulum can also be done with different arm lines. And a couple of my favorites are breaststroke, reverse stroke, and instead of the arm sweeping down across the body, we're sweeping across the body. Let me go through each one of them.
So the breaststroke arms, so just basically circling out away from the chest, fingers open, lifting the body up vertically.
Beautiful movement pattern. It really helps with getting people to go vertical as long as they think about facing forward. So don't encourage them to rotate.
The reverse stroke arms. Now I wanted to get the underwater footage so you could see how big that movement was and how my arms sweep right down past my hips as I do it.
The reverse breaststroke is fantastic to get people to really activate inner thighs. Remember, you got to keep telling them to bring their leg in towards the center, but that pull-in action actually encourages the pull-in action of the lower body.
So going across the surface, so we're doing a transverse sweep rather than going down through the water.
And that activates more through the obliques. So the obliques have to work a lot harder to try and get the arms to move through that range of motion. You can see that pendulum has a specific tempo to it. It's not fast, but it's a beautiful movement. And because it's so cardio and it's very different from a lot of the other exercises we do in the pool, I think it's a magnificent exercise that needs to be in just about every single aqua class as long as you break it down and teach it well.
So one of my favorite things to do with the pendulum is, other than teaching the classic rock from side to side, is to teach pendulum so that the class is going here, they're moving out, and then I'll get them to go in. And then when I'm telling them to go out, I'm telling them to drive up. So I want you to really pull yourself up out of the water, because that's what it feels like. You're pulling yourself up out of the water. And then when they come into doing the reverse stroke, I'm like, pull your leg in. So as the arms pull in, they pull their leg in. So they get that focus, the drive up, and then the adductor work. I really love playing around with different arms. There's a few, and I realized I completely forgot one, and I went back to the pool and I filmed it, and that's why I'm wearing a different outfit.
The pendulum can also be done with the figure of 8 arms, and I remembered that after I filmed the first few videos, and I wanted to share this with you because it's actually one of my favorites, and that's to do figure of 8 hands with the pendulum. So begin with the pendulum.
So watch how the hands drag through the water, fingers really open, it's really obvious. Eyes forward, lift up the body.
It's lovely. It's just such a nice upper body movement to go with something like the pendulum. Fingers are wide apart, and I'm basically going up and down as doing a figure of 8 in front of my body, whilst trying to keep my body going vertical, and it works really well. Check it out.
So trying to bring the foot back into the center, arms going down. So there's a real drop down, and having the arms pull across down actually really assists with bringing that foot back into the center again. And lifting the body up, so you're really propelling yourself upwards, bouncing off the toes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful movement pattern. It's something I would highly recommend that you do. Just remember to rake your fingers through the water as you do it.